we say in brief, in the lack of the time that we have here, in Islam, it is an obligation. It's not preference. It's not an option. It is virtuous. It is an obligation for a Muslim man to let his beard grow. It is unlawful for a Muslim man to shave his face. To shave his face. It's haram. So therefore, if it's haram, then it's a sin. And if it's a sin, then it is to be covered and hid from the people. You should hide your sins. I could drink a bottle of liquor at night. You may not know. You have no idea that I have a bottle of liquor in my house. You have no clue. But if I shave my face, the next morning, the next day, you know that I did what? I disobeyed. I did what? I disobeyed. So there are certain sins, when they're done in public, there lies no doubt. There's a huge problem than when they're done in what? In secret. A person is afraid, a person is shy, a person is bashful. We said last night that in Islam, there's no difference of opinion of any island, any of the four traditional schools, the orthodox schools, and the other non-orthodox schools, that it is haram to shave the beard. It is haram to shave the beard. And one of the greatest ulama with regards to knowledge of difference of opinion, he narrated and he mentioned that there's ijma', there's scholarly consensus, and that was Ibn Hazm rahimahullah, Ibn Hazm of the 5th century. And as Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah ta'ala said about Ibn Hazm, إِنَّهُ مِنْ أَعْلَمَ النَّاسِ بِالْخِلَافِ وَالْإِجْمَاعِ. He's from the most learned of the people regarding to when they differ and when they agree. He narrated that it is haram for a Muslim man to shave his face. So therefore, shaving the face is an act of disobedience to Allah and to His Rasul. And the Prophet ﷺ, he said in hadith collected by Imam al-Nasa'i, reported by Zayd ibn Arqam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, انتبهوا للفائدة لأن أكثر الناس في انتظار الأحاديث المشهورة في وجوب إعفاء اللحية، ولهم يعني أجوبة معدة لها، هذا معنى كذا وكذا. انتبه للفائدة. Zayd ibn Arqam radiyallahu anhu, he narrated that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, من لم يأخذ من شاربه فليس منا. انتبه. He says, those who do not trim their mustaches are not from us. Those who do not trim their mustaches, not from us. They're not whereupon. They're not upon whereupon. Be very careful, because most people, they're ready to hear the hadith about what? The beard. Let the beard grow. It doesn't mean that. No. They have answers that have been prepared, ready-made answers for that hadith. My sheikh says this. So what do we do, Abu Ibrahim? We do what? You have to outflank your opponent, because they're ready. They're waiting for that hadith. But this is a whole different hadith now. He narrates that the Prophet ﷺ says, who does not trim his mustache is what? Not from us. Hadith is clear. Those who don't trim their mustaches, with long big mustaches, they're not what? Upon the way of Muhammad ﷺ. Whatever that means. They're not upon his way. Common sense tells you what from the hadith, Jamil? Common sense tells you what about the hadith, Imran? The mustache is the only thing that's to be trimmed. Let alone shaved. Let alone what? Shaved. The Prophet says, if you don't trim your mustache, then you're what? Not from us. So just stop and think, what does this hadith mean? If I have a very large mustache, I'm against the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. What do you think is the case with regards to no facial hair at all, no beard? Everybody clear on this? So therefore, the hadith that the Prophet mentioned to let the beards grow long, not to cut them, not to shave them, not to trim them. Everybody understand this? Everybody clear on this? Fuck them.